Hello everyone, hi, welcome to the channel of Wall Street Mojo. Watch the video till the end, and also if you are new to this channel, then you can subscribe us by clicking the bell icon. Friends, today we have a topic that's cash flow versus fund flow. We are going to understand the top 8 differences with the help of the infographics. At the very initial end, you need to understand what is the cash flow and the fund flow statement. I mean, many a times, people they really are not able to come out with the difference between the two, but probably they both differ in many other directions and the horizons in which they fall. The cash flow, they both have their own format which they work, the cash flow and the fund flow. Cash flow and fund flow, they are completely different statement. They have their own scopes and serves different purpose. Cash flow, you can say is one of the four important financial statements, and every investor should look at. It's quite prevalent and useful when one wants to know about the liquidity position of the company. On the other hand, fund flow statement talks about the financial position of a company in a given period of time. So it talks about sources of funds, application of funds, and so on and so forth. So in this tutorial, we'll look at the comparative analysis between cash flow and the fund flow so that we can get an idea about the cash flow and the fund flow statement and how useful they are in terms of the practical situation. We'll try and understand with this with the help of the infographic so that we have really much a better idea regarding this. Now, what is the inherent meaning? See, cash flow is based on a very narrow concept which is called cash. It will stick to the word cash because everything that will be involved will be in terms of cash. That's why it is called as cash flow statement. Fund flow is based on wider concept like working capital. So that is also one important part that has been incorporated here. What exactly is the usefulness? See, the utility of the cash flow statement is to find out the net cash flows. That is, cash flow from the operations, investing, financing, all three when combined with all the positive and negative figures, you get the final answer. The utility of the fund flow is to understand the financial position of the company, So that's the usefulness. Now, what's the source? Cash flow statement starts with the opening balance, and after adjustment comes out with the net cash inflows and outflows. The opening balance, then we add all the operating or the investing financing, and the final amount that we receive is the net cash flow, that is the outflow and the inflow, that is the outbound and the inbound cash flows. Fund flow statement computes the difference between the sources of funds and application of funds. Now, what is the difference between the sources and the application? Sources means the funds where they are coming from, and you are applying that funds to for the purpose for which it is supposed to be expended. Now, the working capital shown. It is shown in the operating activities of the cash flow statement, where there is a difference. The changes in the working capital are been adjusted in the net income, which comes under the indirect method of cash flow statement. But over here, it is shown in the statement of changes in the working capital. It is shown in the changes in the working capital. Now, what are the type of the accounting? See, it follows cash base. The name itself suggests cash flow statement, so it's just the cash based accounting. And over here, they follow the accrual basis of accounting. So even that type works. Cash basis and accrual basis of accounting, those are the two types. Now, what effect or the impact does it have? So through cash flow analysis, we get to know that the net cash flow, we get to know the net cash inflow or the flow. And through fund flow analysis, we get to know the changes in the working capital. So over here, what exactly is going to be the net cash flow, that is inflow or maybe outflow, or it's going to be positive or negative. But here the fund flow analysis, we get to know the changes in the working capital, right from changes in inventory or receivables or maybe creditors and so on and so forth. Now, is it a financial statement? This is yes. This is no. Absolutely. This is a very important, crucial part, and it is also included in the annual report of the companies. So again, this is really very important financial statement, a very important document you can say, because it has relevance not only in terms of the company, but all the stakeholders and the investors will surely be looking at this kind of financial statement, which will have a relevance in terms to determine what exactly the company is standing in terms of their cash positions and how far liquid they are, what are the funds they are using for. So all that details will absolutely make them more resilient and rock solid towards the company's future prospect. And there's no such financial statement over here. Now, what are the terms? It is for the short-term analysis of the cash flow. There's a short-term analysis done, and over here, fund flow is done for the long-term. So, wide note, this has been covered up. Now, what exactly it is used for? So it is used for the cash budgeting, and over here it is used for the capital budgeting. What you can say that the cash flow is used for the cash budgetings, and it helps. The fund flow is for the capital budgeting, because over here you can determine exactly, you can take the decision buy or sell of machinery, or maybe to expand your factory or not, or maybe there are different decision making criteria that fund flow statement can help you. That is basically the capital budgeting. But if when you want to do the cash budget, or probably want to forecast the cash for the near future, then probably this is the most useful thing you can ever do. Cash flow statement, we are going to make some understand some of the important differences. Cash flow statement is one of the four financial statement. I'll write CFS and FFS. Every investor basically should look at to understand this kind of CFS, the financial position of the company. And on the other hand, if you see the FFS, on the other hand, isn't a financial statement. It is not. Second, cash flow statement is prepared so that at the end of the particular period, the net cash flow of the company can be computed. Fund flow statement is prepared to see the sources and the uses of the funds during a particular period and how that changes in the funds that affects the working capital of the company. Cash flow statement is created by following cash basis of accounting, and fund flow statement on the other hand is created by following the accrual basis of accounting. Fourth, cash flow statement is used for cash budgeting, while fund flow statement is used for cap budgeting. Cash flow statement over here is prepared to see the short-term impacts or short-term effect of the cash flow, and the fund flow statement is prepared for the long-term purpose. Based on this, let me make my final conclusion on this particular topic after discussing all the differences, the important key differences, and some of the analysis that I put forward. If we compare between the cash flow and the fund flow, the cash flow is more prevalent among the investors and more used. But if we look at separately, we will see both of them, they serve a meaning purpose. Cash flow serves a company and its investors and potential investor by showing exactly how much cash is getting injected into the company and how much the cash is being paid. On the other hand, the fund flow statement helps a company to set up capital budget and take necessary steps regarding the specific item, which can affect the sources and uses of the funds. So that's it for this particular topic. If you have learned and enjoyed watching this video, please like and comment on this video and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. Thank you, everyone. Cheers.